Hello and welcome to day 20 of the Harry Potter Advent Calendar. It's been a really interesting build, this one. I've really enjoyed building the scene as we go along, and as you'll see it, if you haven't been following, you'll see at the end of the video when I show all the different characters and all the different parts, the kind of scene it builds. And that's one thing I love about the Harry Potter one compared to the Star Wars. I love the Star Wars one. It's got some great characters in it, got some unique builds, but there's no scene, you can't, there's a lack of fun element in the sense you can't build something that looks nice and pretty. Whereas the Harry Potter ones, there is a scene building. And just to recap from yesterday, we had this wonderful little character. I don't know her name, sorry, so please feel free to put her name in the comments below. I'm not as big a Harry Potter fan as I am a Star Wars. I do like the films, but that's about as far as it goes. But this is the twin from this young... Whoops. This is the twin of this young lady. So now we've got both. So I figured we probably were going to get the second. Because you had her, we had to have the second one. The only difference is, I have given them the same bottom colour, so it's not mixed. I didn't personally like the mixed colour. And also the design on it yesterday didn't showed it as one colour rather than two colours. But I have noticed they have mixed them up for some reason. But I prefer them having them completely separate colours. But that's my personal preference. Anyway, let's put these guys out of the way and let's see what today will be. And I reckon it's going to be a table, because we had an ice castle. In fact, let me show you. A couple of days ago, we had this little ice castle table and bits, but you can see it's not a full table. So I think, could be wrong, but I think today will be another part of that. But let's open up the door and find out. And let's open it up. Yep, it's another table. I thought it would be. So this looks like it's a two-parter table, not a three-part. I thought it might have been a three-part. It may still be a three-parter. There might still be a third part for this, and I'll do that last. It looks like it can be a two-part rather than a three-part, which is a bit of a shame. I would have liked it to be a long table, personally. So I'm a bit disappointed that it's a short table, but with a bit of ingenuity, I'm sure we can extend that. Right, let's go. Okay, so base plate. Whee! I'll get that. Let it falling over. There we go. Oh. I haven't put it on that side. That's not what I needed. Let's try and get this all in there in shot. Ooh. There we go. There we go. Right. Okay, so we'll start with this triple bit to begin with, because now we know how this build goes, we can do it properly. And I've got this little black pin. Which doesn't want to play ball. There we are. It's in now. I believe these are called Technic pins. So I'll put that just in front of there. That should be about the right space. And then this part of the table goes on top. Then the blue one on top of that to fit in that little hole. This blue one will get hidden. In the grand scheme of things, it will disappear in the scene. Right, so we've got one of these gold ones. Right, we're going to need to flip this around. So we'll take it off, hopefully get in one. There we are. There we go. And I've just realised something silly. 1 second. I had the Technic pins facing the wrong direction, so I had to correct that. There we go. Let's shift it over a bit. Try to do it in one whole piece. Because I want it just central of this, on this plate, and it's not central. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, that's fine. Central now. So we want one. No, we need one orange one there on the back. One of these blue ones on the back as well. And apparently we need another orange one on this bit here. And then another blue one on the other side. Although, I'll be honest, I think having them all that, it just looks too uniform. I mean, this is still a uniform, but it doesn't look as bad, I don't think. I personally think it'll look better this way. So that's the way I'm going to do it. It's my build. I'll do what I want. It's my building and I'll do what I want it. Is we need these clear inkwell things on top. That's one. I guess these are glasses. And then another one here. And then the last one there. And now let's build our ice castle. So big square in the middle, which covers up the blue like I mentioned. And that blue is just a filler. Okay, so we need one tube there. I do like the creativity on this one. Making a big giant ice castle is just such a great idea. I don't think it appears in, I could be wrong, but I don't think it appears in the film. But I could be completely wrong. I'd have to re-watch the whole Harry Potter series to know for certain. And then another tall one, which is on this side. And for the sake of, so you can see what I'm doing, there we go, right. Let's flip it around again. Alright, and then we got these pieces, these little diamond pyramid pieces. When it goes on, that doesn't feel like it's on. Maybe it is. And the second one, that feels like it's on. And then the last one in the front. And then before I do the last bit, let's shift these out of the way. Let me show you quickly what it looks like. It's slightly different than the other one. It doesn't have the leaves like the other one does. But I think it looks quite good. But I think to end this part, let's do some additional animation. So I'm going to have a bit of fun with this one. I'm going to jump it quite a lot. I don't want to go too mad with the animation. And I think you kind of guess what I'm trying to do here. I think this is going to really make it really much more interesting, because it will look like it was almost coming together. It's like one of those movies, you know, when you see the two people that haven't seen each other for a long time or whatever, and they come and run into each other. Put that table leg in. So there you can see the whole ice crystal table. It does look pretty good. I suppose it does make sense having a smaller table, but it would have been nice to have a longer table and have the crystal thing in the centre. But you know, maybe I'll do that. Maybe next year when I can start going into places, I can do that and just extend it a little bit and make it a bit more substantial. And have the ice castle right in the middle. May even be able to make the ice castle bigger, who knows? For the sheer heck of it, I'm going to have it rotate. Actually, someone pointed out that these red things might be lobsters, and that kind of makes sense on reflection. Right, well, let me move this out of the way. This is day 20 of the Harry Potter calendar. Let's just get all the other pieces and start pulling this piece all together. So we've got our table to start with. We'll get our candle to help set our little scene. And we will start with the fireplace. So far we've got a nice little fireplace, which really sets the mood for the entire scene. We've got our trilogy of Christmas trees. Let's face it round the other way. do like the colour scheme on these trees. I do think they look beautiful. Very, very snowy. Compared to last year's one, these are very snowy. Got a sailing ship in the far distance. The chariot a little closer, in shot. Hogwarts Castle, again in the distance. Put it there. Hopefully it should be far enough to make it work. Got Ron in his little armchair, along with a megaphone right beside him. We'll have the piano here this time. Keep it with the music theme. Got a little table on this side. We'll have the goblet of fire just behind it. I appreciate my scene is changing each time I do it, but that's fine. And then last we've got our characters. We've got the twins, which we'll put here. And here. We'll have Harry's date here. And then Harry himself here. Finally, and here is our Yule Ball Day 20 finished. And you can see it's really starting to come together, the actual piece. It'd be interesting to see what the next 5 days are going to, well, 4 days, because only 4 days on the calendar is going to hold for this particular piece. So it'd be interesting to see what additional things we're going to have. Will we even have a middle part of the table? That's an interesting question. I know there's at least one thing I haven't seen yet, which I know is going to come. Plus there's at least one more character we're missing. So we're going to get one character, see if we can guess who that character will be. If you're a Harry Potter fan, or even if you're just not a big fan, you should know who the other character is. We definitely need. In fact, there's probably 2 characters we'll probably get. There's 3 main ones, and then there's obviously another big key character. They always add in these things, but certainly there's at least one character that we haven't got yet. That if they don't put it in, that would be very, very disappointing, and a lot of fans will be up in arms about it if that particular character isn't there. The other character will probably be there as well. I'm pretty sure that he'll be there as well because, again, that particular character is a main character, and if they don't include them, I'm sure many fans won't be happy with that. So let's see who or what we get tomorrow. Do we get an extension on the table, and what will the last piece be as well? That would be an interesting one. What will the last piece of this calendar be? To find out, tune in tomorrow for day 21. Other than that, have a great day, and I'll catch you later. Bye.
From this day forth, you put your faith in me.